line's closed now. Okay, no more phone calls for the home show tickets. We gave away 9 of them in that set. But we've got things to do here as we have a visit in our studios from the Evergreen Boys and Girls Club. The interim executive director is Katie Monsour, and she's here along with Lou Sacco as the chairman of the board. The chairman of the board, how do you like that?
I'm moving on up.
They're both with us here this morning. Good morning to both of you. Katie, this is a great time of the year for the Evergreen Boys and Girls Clubs because you've got the after-school programs going, the various things that you do for the kids. The weather's getting a little bit brighter, maybe even be able to get them outdoors a little bit, huh?
We are in full swing at Blairsville, Salzburg, United, Penns Manor, Purchase Line, and Homer Center. And you're right, I was just visiting United the other day, and the students were outside taking the temperature, looking at the weather, talking about different trends relating directly to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And I was so thrilled to see that. And with the great weather we've had, we've been very, very fortunate so far this spring.
Yeah. And the Evergreen Boys and Girls Clubs does so many things in so many different areas with the kids in the schools that just seems a natural for this time of the year to take a look at the weather.
It was the perfect fit. It was absolutely the perfect fit. And the students were so excited to get out. And what I thought was particularly interesting about the United site, they're connected to the courtyard, so it's quick and easy access. And it was a good experience the other afternoon.
Yeah, that's terrific. Now, you have a big fundraiser coming up. Lou, I know that in your position with the board of directors, you know how important fundraisers are to the Evergreen Boys and Girls Club.
It is, and right now it's more than ever. We operate basically, our funding is operated off the 21st Century Grant Funding, which is federal funding that's funneled down through the states. And right now, there's a good possibility it is in this budget to be cut. And to be honest with you, without that 21st Century Grant Funding, there is no Boys and Girls Club. So right now, we're working really hard putting together a fundraising campaign to try to keep the doors open.
Yeah.
Because we're worried, the budget, it hasn't really been passed yet, but it is proposed that funding is going to be cut. So one of the things that we have coming up here is a trivia night and silent auction. It will be Friday, April 13th from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Park Inn. The theme will be a surprise to the participants. Tickets are $10 at the door. For more information, you can call 724-910-1323. Again, 724-910-1323. We're also looking for any donations or either monetary donations or something for the silent auction.
Well, that'd be wonderful if folks could do that. Even if they can't be there as participants, if they could supply something for the silent auction, then that helps.
Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons why I got involved with the Boys and Girls Club, working in Homer City for all those years, it helps the kids tremendously, especially after school. Kids have something to do. You know as well as I do, if the kids don't have something to do, they're mischievous. They get into trouble.
They're going to find things.
They're going to find the things to do, exactly. And it's helped out. I seen it in Homer Center, and now that I'm on the board, I'm seeing it throughout the county.
All right, we'll give folks that number again a little bit later in the segment so that they can get their pencil ready to write it down. But we do need folks to sign up for that. You picked a great fundraiser. Trivia nights are fantastic. Josh just had the one for the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, raised over $2,000. And when these folks around Indiana County hear Trivia Night, they're there. So let's get those same teams, all those folks who were in the Teddy Bear Fund Drive Trivia Night, maybe they could sign up for the Evergreen Boys and Girls Club Trivia Night as well and have some fun there.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Terrific stuff. All right, so, Katie, let's talk a little bit about what Evergreen Girls and Boys Clubs, the whole concept of them. Lou gave us a bit of a background on it, but how they function here in Indiana County and what the various cooperating schools are able to help you do.
Oh, wonderful. Well, Todd, we are a free program, and we're based on the sites that I mentioned earlier. In 13, there are 13 sites throughout the county in Blairsville, Salzburg, Homer Center, United, Penns Manor, and Purchase Line. And we serve students in generally grades 2 through 12, but sometimes we make exceptions and take in preschoolers, kindergartners, and first graders, depending on the site. We give students snacks after school and also free transportation to home if they leave at a certain time. And you can read more about that in Yinzer magazine, the exact times. But some things that we do within these sites that are so valuable to the students are character and leadership education, as well as education and career development, of course, health and life skills, the arts with an emphasis on creative writing and dramatic play and participation, sports, fitness, and recreation, and a lot of emphasis on STEAM, STEM, STREAM, whatever they're calling it today, in the field. And those are so valuable for students to learn. And we have been fortunate to see an increase in positive behaviors in the classroom, as well as attendance and grades. And I was looking at some stats this morning. At United alone, over half of our underperforming students increased their reading and English grades at least one full grade level. And teacher and survey data consistently indicate that our members improve school attendance as well as behavior. And the students themselves, who are members, have reported to us that they have improved self-confidence and better attitudes towards school. This is, like Louie said, a safe place for students to go after school and to have fun and to have positive adult role models.
Yeah.
And I can personally speak for all of our site directors. They're excited, they care, and they love our members, and they have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a wonderful thing about it. And Evergreen Boys and Girls Clubs has been operating for a few years now, so that you have a chance, Lou, as the board, you can have a chance for feedback, and you can understand where the successes are, and you can actually adjust programs based upon that feedback that you're getting.
I'll tell you, everybody that I've talked to, when I let them know that I was on the board of directors for the Boys and Girls Club, they just tell me how they love it, how it's helped their kids, and it's also helped them too. There's a lot of families in this county. We have about 1,500 kids enrolled in Evergreen Boys and Girls Clubs throughout the county. And, these parents, they work, and it helps with after-school daycare, and even during the summertime. We have programs during the summertime, and it helps tremendously.
Yeah, and I would guess, Katie, you were talking about how grades have improved, the extra attention that they're getting in after-school hours, plus it's a whole different style of attention than they get during the regular school day that can really augment what they're learning in the classroom.
Absolutely. It's academic enrichment. It's not like the typical class environment where they're sitting in rows, and the staff have been working in training programs to learn how to make everything very motion-based, active, and experiential. So students are out of their seats. Face it, it's after school. They want to be active. They want to be up. They want to be participating. So it's a lot of fun. And I concur with Louie. We were at the Family Fun Fest this weekend at the Indiana Mall having a bake sale. And I heard from so many families how much their children love Evergreen and have fun. And they even came to see their site directors. And they were excited when they were there. So I think it's been wonderful. And having served on the board myself, I concur with everything Louie said.
Now, as we think about the kids that are being served by Evergreen Boys and Girls Club, income requirements, yes or no?
No.
Absolutely not.
Everyone is welcome.
Everybody is welcome. The idea that it has to be a struggling kid in order to be helped by Evergreen Boys and Girls Club,
No.
that's a fallacy as well.
Yeah, everybody is welcome.
Yeah. And that being the case, that means that you have people the kids themselves can help their fellow students in what they're doing.
Help each other, correct.
Yeah. I just think it's a great concept, and the way that Indiana County has pulled it off. It only began in a couple of school districts, Lou.
Yeah, it started off in a couple of school districts, and then it built up. I believe we're in every school district except 2 in the county.
Yeah, it's an amazing program.
And all the kids that I talked to, that they one thing they said, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
They have fun, and if you make learning fun, that helps a lot.
Yeah, a part of this also has to be the adults who are leading them. They have to give their time too.
Oh, we are so fortunate to have people who are steadfast, loyal, and committed to the program and truly enjoy the nature of their work and want to be with the students at all times and volunteer their time in addition to working. Mm-hmm. So I've never seen such an excited group of people who just love our students.
Yeah. And dedicated, very dedicated individuals.
Yeah. That's wonderful. All right, 5 minutes away from 10 o'clock, we have time to tell folks again about the fundraiser and about how they can participate.
Okay, the fundraiser will be trivia night and silent auction Friday, April 13th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Park Inn. The theme will be a surprise to the participants. Tickets are $10 at the door. For more information, call 724-910-1323. Again, 724-910-1323. And we're also looking for donations for any of the silent auctions.
Absolutely. All right, let's make it happen, folks. Yeah,
And
Katie.
like us on Facebook, Evergreen Boys and Girls Clubs of Indiana County, and follow us on Twitter at EvergreenBGC.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, one more time, I want to ask about Evergreen. A question that just popped into my head. How often after school are they meeting?
Oh, at different sites it varies, but it's usually around 4 days a week.
4 days a week.
Yes, and in the summer, the schedule varies a little bit. So, like I said, you can read about that in Yinzer. We have an article coming out this March 15th. So you can pick that up in pretty much any local store.
Yeah, Yinzer.
Yinzer Magazine.
Yinzer Magazine. we were talking earlier this morning about how the Western Pennsylvania accents did not make the list of the sexiest accents.
I can't believe that.
In all of America.
False.
How did we not make the top 7 of the sexiest accents in all of America?
I have no clue.
I'm telling you.
Fake news.
It's exactly fake news. It's a fix. That's what it is. Well, Katie and Lou, thanks for coming in to visit with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you again.
It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank on WCCS AM 1160 and FM 101.1.